Every Halloween, something awakens in the shadows. Some say it's just costumes and candy, but others know the night hides real terror. Tonight, 3 true Halloween horror stories will take you from curiosity to fear. Dare to watch till the end if you want to keep your soul intact. In a quiet Ohio town stood an old abandoned house known as the Widow's House. It had been empty since 1957, the year Margaret Lorne mysteriously disappeared inside, leaving behind only a chilling note that read, "He won't let me leave." For decades, neighbors whispered about strange lights flickering in the attic every Halloween night. This year, curiosity got the better of 4 friends, Tyler, Sarah, Josh, and Lily, who decided to explore the house and film what they found. The house had been sealed off for so long, but nothing could stop them from stepping inside. As soon as they crossed the threshold, a cold, unnatural chill filled the air. The house seemed alive, the floors creaking, even though there was no breeze, and the mirrors fogging up with misty handprints. Tyler aimed his camera around, capturing strange shadows that seemed to just barely move out of sight. Suddenly, they noticed something even more unsettling. Their reflections didn't match their movements. The mirrors showed 5 figures instead of 4. Panic set in as they realized they weren't alone. The doors slammed shut behind them, and what felt like endless hallways twisted and turned, trapping them inside an impossible maze. Every exit they tried led them right back to the same spot. Whispering voices echoed through the walls, calling each of their names louder and louder, as if some invisible presence was demanding new guests. Sarah broke down, whispering about someone or something that needed new visitors. Tyler turned his camera to the attic window and saw a pale, hollow-eyed figure staring down at them, its gaze piercing their very souls. Hours later, the police found Sarah wandering outside, completely catatonic. The door of the house had been freshly boarded up again, except for one window that flickered with an eerie, ghostly light. The widow's house never let go of those who entered. Years passed and urban explorers uncovered the footage Tyler had recorded. The last frame froze on a face that belonged to no one in the group. A silent reminder that the house was still waiting, patiently, to trap its next victims. Mr. Donnie was the beloved Halloween Candyman in the small town of Ravenbrook, known far and wide for his generosity and the homemade treats he gave out every year. Children from all over eagerly lined up, excited to get their hands on his warm caramel apples, which were said to be the best sweets you could find on Halloween night. But one October, an unsettling feeling crept over the town. Something wasn't right. Unseen eyes watched from the shadows as the kids bit into those apples, and one by one, their smiles faded away, replaced by fear and silence. Rumors quickly began to swirl about Mr. Donnie's tragic past, a heartbreak that haunted him deeply. Years ago, he had lost his young son on Halloween night, and that loss twisted him into something obsessive and dark. That year, the caramel apples he handed out were different. They were still warm and smelled sweet, but underneath there was something sour and unsettling. Children whispered about feeling things squirming inside the candy, a creepy, crawling sensation that made their stomachs churn. Soon, the local doctor's office was flooded with cases of nausea, hallucinations, and strange illnesses that no one could explain. Determined to find answers, parents banded together and confronted Mr. Donnie's house. What they found inside shocked them. The freezer was stuffed with weird, wax masks and doll teeth hinting at dark and sinister rituals. But Mr. Donnie himself had vanished without a trace, leaving only silence behind. The town quickly put out warnings. Never accept candy left on your porch after dark, no matter how tempting it looks. Yet, every Halloween since that eerie night, caramel apples have mysteriously appeared on doorsteps around Ravenbrook. They're still warm, still perfectly wrapped, each sealed with a little note that reads, "Don't forget your trick." Some children who take just one bite vanish entirely, swallowed up by the shadow of the Candyman's curse. No one truly knows what his last trick is, but one thing is certain. Everyone in Ravenbrook lives in fear of the taste of his gifts. Mark and Elise were driving home from a Halloween party in New York when their GPS suddenly rerouted them down a hidden lane called Stone Hollow. At first, it looked like a perfect Halloween postcard. Children dressed in vintage costumes wandered the street, their lanterns glowing a soft orange, and laughter filled the crisp fall air. But something about those smiles felt hollow and unnatural, like masks hiding something darker beneath. 3 children approached the car, asking for a ride to a big parade up the road. Mark and Elise hesitated, but the children's eagerness was contagious. When Mark looked back after a moment, the children had vanished. Even more unsettling, the houses around them disappeared into thick fog and dead trees. Stone Hollow no longer existed on any map. Panicked, they rushed back to town with their hearts pounding, but the story didn't end well. Stone Hollow had been destroyed by a horrific fire in 1965 during a Halloween parade, killing everyone inside, especially the children. Locals whispered that every Halloween, the neighborhood briefly reappeared, a ghostly echo collecting the souls lost to the flames. Mark and Elise soon learned that anyone who followed the GPS into Stone Hollow never returned, swallowed by the cursed fragment of reality. Today, every Halloween night, drivers report losing their phone and radio signals near Old County Road. Those brave, or foolish enough to look behind them, see spectral children standing on the roadside, hear faint music from a parade long gone, and vanish without a trace. Stone Hollow isn't just a forgotten place, it's a trap set to capture new victims. The curse of Stone Hollow hunts under the veil of Halloween, forever waiting to claim the next soul wandering to us. 3 stories. 1 horrifying truth. Halloween opens the door between worlds. Once it's open, some things cross back forever. Which story chilled you the most? Comment below your scariest Halloween experience. It might be our next featured tale. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for true animated horror every Tuesday and Friday. Keep your lights on.